Charlotte Hornets star Miles Bridges turned himself into law enforcement in Lincoln County early this morning. Take a look. This is his mugshot. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office says Bridges has since been released on a $1,000 bond.
Miles Bridges' career is not going the way NBA fans predicted. Well, after the forward was charged with domestic violence and child abuse last summer, Miles is facing another major setback to his NBA return. Stay tuned as we delve into the details. Despite having amazing career stats, Miles Bridges' profession seems to be not going in the upward direction. Still, we will take a glance at what Miles has achieved so far in his profession. 13.4 points per game, 5.6 rebounds per game, 2.3 assists per game, 0.7 blocks per game, 0.7 steals per game, 1.4 turnovers per game, 47.3% field goal shooting, 34.6% three-point shooting, and 80.9% free throw shooting. When he pleaded no contest to the domestic violence and child abuse charges, LeBron James and company were quite keen on adding Miles to their roster. However, the forward wanted to be loyal to the Charlotte Hornets, and that's why he signed a one-year $7.9 million deal in July 2023. However, a few months after clearing all the rumors of his career being dusted and done, Miles has to sail through the present challenging phase affecting his NBA return. Miles Bridges was hoping to turn his NBA career around this year. However, the 25-year-old forward will serve a ban to start the 2023-24 season. Yeah, this new turn of events is proving to be another important debacle in his NBA return, thus giving signs that his career is seriously over. Miles Bridges, when he started his career in the NBA, proved his amazing skills in the first 4 years with the Charlotte Hornets. So much was impressed by the Hornets front office that they thought that they could depend on Miles to be LaMelo Ball's partner for the long term. After all, Miles averaged a career-high 20.2 points and 7 rebounds in the 2021-22 season. And guess what? He was indeed an excellent match to the glitz of superstar LaMelo Ball. Miles' insane athleticism and LaMelo's phenomenal passing ability are something that made the Hornets duo a must-see on television. However, the whole world came crashing down for Miles when the NBA announced that the Hornets forward had been suspended due to his arrest and charges with several offenses in November 2022. So, in short, Miles Bridges' personal problems have tainted his prominence in the NBA. Before the charges were levied on Miles, it seemed like he would grab a huge contract like his co-star, LaMelo Ball. However, Miles went on to sign a $7.9 million qualifying offer with the Hornets in the 2023 offseason. Miles pleaded no contest to a felony domestic violence charge that occurred in June 2022. He got 3 years probation and was not needed to serve a prison period. However, the probation period required him to finish 52 weeks of domestic counseling, serve 100 hours of community service, agree to the terms of a 10-year protective order, and more. In a statement, the league stated that it conducted its own investigation, which involved reviewing all available materials and interviewing numerous third-party witnesses as well as the parties involved. So, on April 14th, 2023, the NBA announced that Miles had been suspended for 30 games. Miles did not sign an NBA contract for the 2022-23 season and missed out on all 82 games. Thus, the NBA considered the 20 games of his suspension as having already been served. Miles went on to sign a $7.9 million qualifying offer with the Hornets in the 2023 offseason, so he will miss the first 10 games of the 2023-24 season. Throughout this process, we have taken a measured and serious approach, Hornets general manager Mitch Kupchak said in a statement after the team signed Miles. Several factors played a part in our decision to bring Miles back, including the conclusion of the legal process, the results of the NBA's investigation, and Miles' commitment to counseling and community service. Our 5-year relationship with Miles has allowed for open and honest dialogue. He has shown remorse, indicated that he has learned from this situation, and expressed that it will not happen again. We look forward to Miles rejoining our team. Miles will be able to return to the NBA season in a comeback first game on the 17th of November 2023, Friday, when the Hornets are all set to host Giannis Antetokounmpo's Bucks. So, as Miles is under a contract with the Hornets for the 2023-24 season. However, the NBA needs to take a hard lesson from Miles' case, considering he was charged with abuse. Does Miles really deserve this second chance to continue his career with the Charlotte Hornets? Miles has spent the entire year out of the league and the Hornets providing him a $7.9 million qualifying offer makes us assume that the June 2022 incident never occurred. Miles is going to be asked to serve a criminal summons for violating a protection order that originated from the 2022 incident. As per the summons, he allegedly intimidated the victim during a custody exchange, which is of course his girlfriend, Michelle Johnson. But being a boyfriend doesn't really justify the act of throwing pool table balls at your girlfriend's car, especially when your kids were in the car. And also, the act of threatening your girlfriend to stop sharing the irrational incidents with the police is just too much to handle. So, what if the person we are talking about is Miles Bridges? And you guys would be dumbfounded to note that Miles warned his girlfriend that if she took the matter on a legal route, then he would not provide money for his two children's support. Isn't that too mean? So, from an outsider's perspective of the entire situation, we can say that Miles has not really turned up in the right manner to show us if he has learned his lessons. Although the Hornets claim that he has changed and the NBA welcomed him back with open arms, we cannot deny the fact that Miles has been charged with serious grievances that challenge the moralities and character of a person. Yes, people do deserve second chances, but those chances need to be conditional. One truly has to commit themselves wholeheartedly to become a better person. Whether the therapy that Miles was into all this while has worked upon him or not is something that only time can tell. Talking about other players and how their teams handled them when it came to dealing with their personal life crises, the NBA and the Hornets have done nothing in front of such examples. Some time back, Kevin Porter Jr. was arrested for allegedly attacking his girlfriend. Guess what? He was barred from his team, the Houston Rockets, because Houston didn't want to cut him from their list, but probably trade him in the long run. There's also Josh Primo, who revealed himself to women in the Spurs organization last year and was cut because of it. This year, he's an LA Clipper, but do you think he will be taught a lesson? Well, yes, he has a 4-game suspension to serve now. Coming back to Miles Bridges, yes, he has apologized to his followers and his family and mentioned how he plans to work on becoming a better individual. Even if the basketball league doesn't help him succeed in his career, he has an alternative profession in making rap music under the name RTBMB. One cannot also forget how Miles had mentioned once how he considers his sister Tara Rushing to be an important figure in his life since childhood. Then how come he has such disrespect towards his former girlfriend and no mutual affection for his children from her? Well, there are several extremes that seem to be looking like chaos right now. But if Miles really works on his dreams and also on making peace with his personal relations, then things can really turn around for him. Now, the reporters and basketball experts who are really doubting his skills and willingness to rock the league can really change their stand if Miles proves himself in the upcoming match. Yeah, he has a court appearance and he can really make a huge comeback if he gets clearance of all the charges that were levied on him. This will surely have a big role to play in his reputation as well as his performance in the team. In the recent court appearance that Miles Bridges attended in November 2023, his legal representatives pointed out a motion in court to deliver all the required evidence that would absolve him from his criminal charges. Coach Steve Clifford of the Charlotte Hornets mentioned that he has high hopes for his player to be proven innocent and kickstart his career soon. So, once the court comes out with its final decision on Miles, there is still scope for the NBA to open its own investigation and understand where Miles stands in his career and how it can push him ahead. However, if things don't turn out in Miles' favor, then the rumor that is grabbing everyone's attention with regards to his career being seriously over can be assumed to be true. Do you also agree with our findings that Miles cannot climb up the success ladder in the NBA soon? What do you think? Share your views with us in the comments, like our video and subscribe.